What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are talking about the Final Shape game preview, bro. Bro, what is going on, bro? This has taught me that I need to speak with my wallet more, man. I need to stop buying games for no reason. I need to buy games that say something to the gaming industry, because just think about this, man. We already got a gameplay preview. I'm pretty sure Bungie already pitched us the Final Shape way back. Remember when they showed us the new exotic fusion rifle? They showed us the new enemy. They showed us the location of where we were going to go, the new map, etc. Warlocks were getting a new solar variation, new super, the Titans, new void abilities, the Hunter, new arc abilities. You remember that? And we canceled our pre-orders, and look at us now, bro. Look at us now, bro. We put Bungie backs against the wall, and now they have been listening to us. I feel like the community has been racking up W's, bro. Like, we just been winning. I never thought we would be where we are right now. Now I know why Joe Blackmore quit, bro. He broke the game and left. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say after watching that gameplay preview, but we're going to try by starting at the beginning. They started off with Luke Smith, and I knew after hearing him, bro, that we were in for a trip, and surely we was. Right after he got done talking, they went right into our new abilities, the Prismatic subclass.
Prismatic is the new subclass in the Final Shape where you can combine certain class abilities from different damage types together. In Prismatic, underneath your super bar, there's a light meter and a dark meter. As you deal damage with either light damage or dark damage, it fills the respective sides of the meter. Once both sides are full, you get this new level of power that we're calling Transcendence. While you're Transcendent, you get a new, unique grenade that combines both light and dark together. The Hunters get this fire and ice combo. Titans, Strand, and Arc. For the Warlock, Stasis and Void together. You have a weapon damage bonus that stacks on top of other weapon damage bonuses. Your grenade and melee are both instantly refunded when you cast Transcendence, so you can loop them together, one after the other.
That's really exciting.
We're kind of thinking about Prismatic as this advanced subclass where you have more build crafting options, more potential combinations, more fragments than you normally get, more fragment slots to socket them than you normally get.
It feels a little game breaking, I'm not gonna lie.
There still has to be a reason to be a solar warlock, and I could imagine that the reason to run a solar subclass is because there is an aspect that you can't access in the Prismatic subclass. Maybe there is some balancing elements that we just have to wait and see to discover what those balance checks are. But man, when we're just looking, it doesn't look like there is going to be any balance. I said this in my previous video, man. Bungie is going to hit us with glam, 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 glam. And they sure did hit us with more glam, glam, glam. I'm hearing that this Prismatic class is what a Guardian truly is. Like, the Guardians, they have whatever ability at their command. Like, if they want to throw a gambler grenade, they just throw it. You know, there's not really a such thing as a gunslinger or a void walker, because Guardians can have these abilities at their command. Lord, people, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this new subclass is true to the lore. Well, not entirely true, but there is some trueness to it. So it is coming out of nowhere, at least for me who doesn't know the lore. But if you knew the lore, you kind of saw this coming eventually. But I'm pretty sure everyone didn't see it coming in the Final Shape. I think we are all surprised. After they talked about the prismatic subclass, man, my head was blown up, bro. I couldn't keep up, man. I was like, how is this going to work? And it didn't help that one of the talking heads was saying that everything is broke. We wanted to break it. We wanted to break it. He did not help.
Exotic class items are going to let you do things that other classes consider their own, but now they're yours. I managed to get, for my slow 'em down, blow 'em up hunter build, a roll on the exotic cloak that made it so powered melee kills caused enemies to ignite, and also I could get an extra dodge charge, so I could do an extra slow charge on enemies at the same time. We want it to feel a little broken.
Yes, we are now gaining back exotic class items, and this time they're allowing us to utilize exotic perks from every subclass. So you can be a warlock with syntheseps. You may be able to be a warlock with frosties. I'm thinking that exotic perks that we're taking from the Titan as a warlock, from the hunter as a warlock, are the exotics that are subclassless. Now, what I mean by that is, you know, there are exotics that we have on our Titan and warlock and hunter that can only be used on that specific subclass. Like if you want to use the Celestial Nighthawk, you cannot use it as a warlock because you don't have a golden gun. So these exotics that we are going to be able to pull from on our exotic class item has to be exotics like the syntheseps, has to be exotics maybe like the frosties. I think that's pretty good. And maybe hunters and titans are going to be able to have Eye of Another World on warlocks, which is going to be crazy, man. Please, that exotic class item needs to be the only exotic we are able to put on. No two exotics, man. There has to be some kind of balance. I think the community's dream was to be able to have 2 exotic perks in the first place. I don't think it was 3. So if they're allowing 3, oh my God, Bungie. I could imagine that these exotic pieces are going to be tough to grind for because there's so many perks, man. Now, the last thing that they brought up was the new faction of enemies. Now, this has been a big request from the community for a very long time. Please stop giving us one enemy. We want a new faction of enemies, and it looks like we have some new enemies which look pretty cool. I think that's what I'm most excited about, is facing the new enemies. They actually have some pretty dope movesets. The gun bat, they seem pretty new to me. They're going to silence your abilities. That's a new debuff, and they're also going to slow you down. And then they have these scions. We all know scions, but it looks like they're going to have their own stasis and strand suite. Those guys look pretty cool. And then we have the tall dudes. I don't think they brought up the names for them, but it's looking interesting with the enemy faction, and I'm happy to see some new enemies to fight. That basically sums up all that they talked about in the gameplay preview for the final shape. Where am I with the final shape? I'm going to remain critical, and I can't wait for more information. I hope to hear back from you about your thoughts on the gameplay preview, and I'll see you all in the next one, baby. Peace and one love.
We want it to feel a little broken.